a few technical difficulties. Before we begin this next piece, and we share this with you, I'd like to take a moment to tell you about the person who inspired it. Many of you are here tonight because of this next song. You heard that we were premiering this next piece, and I want to tell you a little bit about the person who did inspire it for us. Brave Light was commissioned in memory of my dear friend and colleague, Anna Wessel. For 9 years, Anna was the accompanist for the Oregon City High School choirs, but truly it felt as if she was the heart of our program. We made music side by side, through long days, countless rehearsals, and so much laughter. She had a rare gift, not just as a pianist, but as a musician who brought grace, precision, and deep feeling into every note. She was also an incredible bassoonist, an instrument she mastered, and why we chose to weave it into the piece you will hear tonight. Thank you, Adam Marl, for being here. Adam is an alumni here from Oregon City High School and took bassoon lessons from Anna when she was with us. Anna faced life with a kind of quiet courage that was extraordinary. Even through challenges many people never saw, she radiated warmth, humor, and compassion. She had a way of making every person feel seen and valued, and her impact on our community is immeasurable. When I began imagining a piece of music to honor her, I knew immediately that composer Naomi LaViolette was the right person to bring it to life. Naomi's spirit and artistry reminded me so much of Anna, and this collaboration has been truly a meaningful and healing experience for both of us. The text you'll hear includes the line, "What batters you empowers you. In this infinite night, you are brave light." That idea of quiet strength and enduring light felt so much like Anna. Tonight is especially meaningful because this is the world premiere of Brave Light. And after this evening, this piece will begin its life beyond Oregon City High School, and it will reach choirs and audience around the world. Through this music, others will come to know something of Anna, her strength, her warmth, her spirit, and in that way, her voice will continue to be heard forever. It means so much to be able to share this with you tonight. It's been such a beautiful experience rehearsing this with our choirs, with Naomi and with Adam. And through this piece, Anna's spirit continues to sing and will continue to sing far beyond this moment. And at this time, I would like to invite Anna's mother, Linda, to the stage to share a few words with you.
Anna was music from the time she could walk and talk. She was singing and dancing. When she was 4 years old, she asked me for piano lessons, and I thought, no way, am I giving a 4-year-old piano lessons? We made her wait till she was 9, and her teacher said, you should have started her when she was 4. Just in those early years of piano, just a funny note, we had an electric piano for her, and the teacher said, you need to work on volume. So she worked so hard on volume that week, and she went back to the lesson prepared and ready. And she gets to the part where she's supposed to get loud, and she's looking for the volume button on the piano. When she was 8 years old, she contracted this very weird, we don't still even know what it was, but a very strange health problem that caused holes in the bone of her feet. And it caused surgeries, and the surgeries caused basically a juvenile fibromyalgia for her, which turned her into 24-hour pain. For 10 years of her childhood, between 8 and 18 years old, she suffered. She didn't sleep well, she had a lot of pain. So the piano was her go-to, that was her place to go. She would play long into the hours of the night because she couldn't sleep. But the piano was her first love. She did pick up in 4th grade the violin, which she played all the way through high school. Excellent. And then she picked up in 5th grade, she went to the percussion group and mastered the xylophone. Was doing a little drum it up group that she did that for several years. 6th grade, she picked up the bells and handbells and did that for several years. She played in community symphonies. When she hit high school, they told her about band camp. So she's like, great, I'll go to band camp. Now mind you, she had very poor health. And she walked in and she did not know it was marching band. And they're like, what do you play? And she says, I play the xylophone. And they're like, we don't do the xylophone in marching band. But here's a bass drum, Janet, am I getting that right? The small drum they carry. And they're like, here, play this. And she's like, okay. And she's a tiny little 14-year-old. And with all the guys, right? Because the drums are all the guys. And she's sitting there playing. And the teacher kept saying, guys, follow Anna. She is right on. And they talked her into staying, and they turned that little percussion group into this enormous thing that pretty much the whole band wanted to be in percussions the next year. But as a freshman, with all these years of experience, she found herself in the beginning band, and she was bored out of her mind. So she asked the teacher, please give me something new to learn how to play. And he pulls out the bassoon out of the closet and said, if you will play this, we will give you lessons. And so she was sent to the Tucson, Arizona principal bassonist in the symphony as her teacher, and she spent the years there. Within a year, she was doing regionals, and then the next 2 years, she was at Allstate on that bassoon, and that bassoon would take her to college. Her high school years, she played and accompanied not only the church choir, but the high school choirs for all 4 years. She could do anything music. She played the music for plays in 3 different high schools. She could play anything. She mastered sight reading, 14, 15 years old, and she could do anything that was put in front of her, which later turned out to be an enormous blessing as she started doing company work and through college. When she came here, her world was, she didn't know anybody here, so she just started getting into the high schools, getting into schools, community theater, anything she could get her hands into to let them know she was here. And then she found this high school. And it was been such a joy for her to be able to perform with you for all these years. Her childhood pain and trauma caused her to have a deep heart where she just loved people, and she really could see those who were in pain and suffering, and she just would not let you walk past her if she knew she could help you, and she would. Her heart was huge. Her music was extraordinary. Her storytelling skills would have you rolling on the floor. She was a gift, an amazing person. She was a gift to raise as our child. We've got her entire family here, and we are so delighted to be able to hear this beautiful song that was written for our Anna. Thank you. She loved you, and I know you loved her. We're grateful for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda, so much. And then before we begin, I would love to introduce you to the composer of this piece and my dear friend Naomi LaViolette to tell you a little bit about the experience for her as the composer.
Hello. It has been such a beautiful and emotional experience collaborating with Ms. Voorhees and this choir to create a song in memory of Anna Wessel. I didn't know Anna personally, but I really wish I had, because I can tell she was a pretty incredible person. I was able to get to know Anna through a book that her mom put together called All About Anna. And it contained journal entries from her life, and also letters and writings about Anna done by the people who knew her. As I was reading it, I kept a list of words that I felt and read to see which words were most prominent about Anna throughout, and to be able to look back on that list while I was composing. So I thought it would be fun to share that list with you. Goodness, brave, kindness, light, powerful, talent, love to challenge, humble, helpful, generous, capable, storyteller, struggle, dark chocolate, fun, joy, sarcasm, faith, games. So after swimming around in these words for a little while, the two that rose to the surface were brave and light. And then I came across some beautiful poetry by a German poet, Rainer Marie Rilke, that also felt like Anna. Ms. Voorhees sent me some videos of Anna performing with the choir, in particular her favorite songs to accompany. And I knew my challenge was to try to create a piece that Anna would have loved to play on both the piano and the bassoon. As I was assembling all of these ideas into a choral piece, I felt a quiet presence with me in a way that was different from other times I've spent composing. Perhaps that presence was Anna. Perhaps it was just all my thoughts swirling around her and these ideas, but it was a very special experience to compose this song. And grief, when you've lost someone you love, is dark. It can feel like an infinite night. That line in the piece, "In this infinite night, you are brave light." It's a testimony to Anna, and it's a calling to all of us, that when we are in a painful, infinite night, we can be brave and be light. That's what Anna always was. And now it is with great honor and humility that we present this brand new song for all of you, in hopes that we through music can continue to share the bravery and the light of Anna Wessel in this world. Thank you so much to Ms. Voorhees for this commission, inviting me into this story. Thank you to this incredible choir for their open hearts and the hard work to prepare it. And thank you all for being here. We hope you enjoy Brave Light.